What's happening, people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. London Plumber. Today we're just going to be talking a little bit about my content journey and what it's been like for me in 2024. It's been eventful, I can definitely say that, and I've enjoyed being in front of the camera, but also being able to learn a little bit more about content creating and also investing in myself, investing in the cameras, the microphone, I don't know if you can tell, and obviously having a better setup than what I had before. I'm not trying to say there was nothing wrong with it, but I think sometimes when you look at other people's content setup or their content, you kind of like start to judge it and say to yourself, do you know, what can I do to make it better? And investing in the content, investing in better cameras, investing in better lighting, and making sure that I am giving the viewers kind of like what they want. Because you've got to understand this whole understanding what people want to see. And if there's something interesting going on in your life, you're kind of battling with that as a content creator, because you know that the most interesting content gets viewed the most. But I've realized me having these face to camera conversations, they get views for me as well. So I'm happy that it reaches someone and it actually maybe has a little bit of an impact on them. So, I started my content journey about 8 to 9 years ago. That's when I first started. Again, it was someone reaching out to me from Facebook. So I thought, oh, okay, it's a bit different. It wasn't what I was on. So I started on Instagram and I had a little Facebook, and I said, oh, okay, cool. Let's go for it. So it all started there for me. And ever since that, I haven't really looked back, to be honest with you. It was skeptical at the beginning because I don't think so many people was doing it then. So it was just like, oh, you're going to do an advert and you're going to be featured in it, but you're a plumber. So, you know, that's okay because it's an advert about plumbers or about plumbers talking. So it was perfect because I'm only playing myself, innit? I'm not playing a actor or a scene or something. So that was fine. Being on set for that first time was a bit different because, again, you go through the makeup process, you see other people in the background. There's obviously got places for you to sit and chill, and you're just waiting until it gets to your turn. You're just hoping you don't cough or just like a burp comes out your mouth or something. I don't know. Anything can happen, innit? You're on set, innit? So you just hope it goes well for yourself, and you're just taking in the experience. I never filmed that time when I was there, but I remember it like it was yesterday because I got there early. We had makeup, had breakfast, sat down, listened to the script. They told us what it was about. I got to sit with a few of the other people. I think that was where I met the first time I met the Pink Lady Plumber. I think it is the Pink Lady Plumber. They were on that advert as well, which was really cool. Again, getting to mix with other content creators and realizing you're not the only person, and you can meet a lot of friends in this industry, but also people who could give you ideas and also give you inspiration as well, because you see someone else who's maybe on a bigger platform than you or got way more followers, and you think like, oh, let me chat to you for 5 minutes, because out of those 5 minutes you could give me some golden nuggets or some golden words. And sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't. People are kind of blasé, but again, I think if you take the risk to be able to ask people, you know, like, what do you think, or what do you think of my page? How do you think I can make it better? Sometimes people answer you. I've had quite a lot of people answer me when I've seen them face to face, and I've been on. So this year when I was on a modelling shoot for Regatta with the jacket I'm wearing now, I met a model who I saw on there, and I realised that he was someone who had been on a lot of other things. I mean, I recognised him, innit? So he was like, do you know what? You can do it as well, you know? And I was like, really? You think so? That's kind of like, that's a big confidence boost coming from someone like that, because you are a model, innit? I am a plumber, but I've been doing modelling for a while, but not on the consecutive part like he has been, because that's what your main job is, isn't it? But what I'm saying is just that this content world, from the 8 years since I started to now, has definitely fast forward in a way where, you know, like, people ask me a lot, like, how do I get into it? What should I do? again, you just got to be yourself, and sometimes you create an audience. I've been talking about a niche thing, which is plumbing. You got to understand there's not a lot of people that are superly interested in plumbing unless something breaks in their house or unless there is a problem. So what I'm able to do is kind of capitalize on it with the skill which I have, which is knowing how to fix the problem, which might be the general plumbing problem. But that, by me being able to narrate it when it comes into the stories and being able to maybe be a little bit of a character, because that does help, being entertaining and stuff like that. People do want to see that, someone who is able to entertain them and keep them locked in. So I suppose I've been working on that as well, because being entertaining can fall into kind of like two different ways. You could either be a joker, which I realised there have been a few plumbing people who have fell into that I'm a joker realm, like where you're more of a gimmick than a plumber. But I guess if something like that works for you, it works for you. I'm never judging anybody else. And if you like to do like skits and you like to, you know, tell jokes and like, oh, guess what, lads? Oh, or do it in voices, that's up to you, innit? You know, whatever makes you happy. I'm just glad people are still on their content journey and they're still making some type of content which is interesting to them and somebody likes it at the end of the day. It's not for everybody, you know, like my content where I'm talking all the time to the camera or maybe narrating a day in your life is not for everybody to be listening to. Some people don't enjoy people's voices. They have one of those voices where like, if this person's talking for a long time, it becomes jarring after a while. I've understood that just by watching content, and I've tried to make either my content maybe a little bit shorter or a little bit more wittier when it comes to the humour or the type of things that I'm talking about. And I get it, it's not going to be for everybody, but me managing to have this crossover when it comes to being in documentaries for the BBC, or I've done something with British Airways. That was what I was in a documentary with. Sorry, I wasn't in the BBC documentary. I've been asked to, but there's a long story with that. But anyway, we'll get to the other stuff. Some of the stuff what I've been asked to do this year, like the modelling with Regatta, that was like something which I really wanted to do for myself, because I want to continue on going on that route of exploring me being a model and me being able to push myself to go to different things in it, because I don't really want to be doing something for the rest of my life. If I can find something better to do, which I enjoy, which is more income and stuff like that, yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a go. I'm not going to turn my nose up. I realise that I can't do a physical job forever, innit? It's not going to last. I need to live my life as well. So again, I'm trying to weigh that up. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm retiring or nothing. I'm just saying that I'm weighing up my options as I get older, because it's a young person's sport at the end of the day, innit? Some of the work that people want you to do, I'm not up for that. And I'm not interested in doing it neither. So I'll rather build myself, build my brand, build my company, build my representation of me while I do that, while I decide what I want to go down the road of doing. So this year, which was a really big collaboration for me, which I spoke about on my channel, which was working with VW. Working with VW with my uncle was kind of, it was a dream for me at the end of the day. You know, working with a car company. Now I've went from talking about, so my first one was with Nest Pro. So the thermostat, which is in your house, that was the first advert I done. I went from Nest Pro to VW cars. And that's what made me really smile at the end of the day, because I know the progression has definitely been there. It's not an easy road. I think sometimes people can't see what you're doing when it comes to these content creating and making these videos, because they maybe don't just get your visionary. And that's okay, isn't it? Because everyone isn't going to be your number one supporter. Your parents, your girlfriend, all these people are going to be your number one supporter. Other people are going to question it until you get somewhere. But that's okay as well, because I guess that's kind of happened with a lot of things until it kind of bees something or it turns into something successful. Again, success is only measured by like one person, innit? And you know, nowadays I think it's a bit silly to write people off when they're on some type of journey. So continue on your journey, invest in yourself, and understand that sometimes things don't happen overnight. And if it does happen for you overnight, it's a blessing. Be thankful for it, because I know over these 8 years, this content creating can change my life instead of plumbing being able to change or support my life. So I'm now fighting with what to do, but I've also, my passion and my heart is always in plumbing. You got to understand that. But the content creating and meeting different people and just exploring what can be from this content journey is something that I would say to everyone, you should jump on. You should jump on, you should give it a go. And I'm just going to keep on going at the end of the day. I don't think anyone should give up on their journey. You've got this chance to be able to make it. And the internet allows everyone else to see you a lot better. It isn't always going to work for everyone. Did I think it was going to work for me? No, but I was just going to keep on trying until it did work. And it has started to work in a big way, which I'm really thankful for. I'm so thankful for, but I understand how much work I put in. But if I've managed to do that in the time I've managed to do it, and loads of other things in between, which I'm really thankful for, but I'm not going to talk about because I've spoke about these things before, being on the news, being in articles and stuff like that. Maybe next year I might think about doing some type of awards or something like that, or going to some things, because I kind of don't go to so many. But it's not because I don't want to be there, it's just my time. Like, I have a full-time girlfriend, I have a family I want to do stuff with. So again, balancing is the key. But this year I did see a few people in public and they said to me, hey, you're Mr. London Plumber. And I was really thankful that these people were able to just recognize me, you know, because I know as males, yeah, it's kind of like a big thing to go up to someone who you follow and say that, oh, you right, mate, because you don't want to seem like a arse kisser or something like that. It's not arse kissing when it comes to me. I'm super down to earth person. I work 7 days a week or 6 days a week. So again, if somebody wants to show a little bit of appreciation, say, hey mate, I see you, I watch your videos, which people have been doing, definitely thank you. But more importantly, for people who are trying to jump on this content making journey, keep going, don't give up. It's doable. Keep editing, keep getting better at what you do. It doesn't matter if a lot of people are not watching. Like, no one's judging you neither. And get over the point of your voice. Your voice is your voice. It is going to be what it's going to be. You're not super media trained. I'm not media trained. So again, I only try to do as best as I can. And that's that. My job is this. What I have been doing is this on the side. This on the side is becoming to like it's my second job, if you get what I mean. It's been my second job for, I would say, best part of 5 years. But I've only decided to take it really, really seriously, best part of 2 years. But again, I'm going to ramp it up again and take it really seriously now, because I've really just invested in myself and I understand that I can do it. The support which I get from others is immense. I mean, the support which I get when people stop me and say, oh, you're Mr. London Plumber. I'm like, yeah, I am. And this has happened to me in numerous different places in London, West London, when I've been in East London, and when I've been in Northwest London as well. So it's been great to have support from people from London. As you know, I am called the Mr. London Plumber. So if you've got a content journey, a dream, somewhere where you want to be, press record and don't look back. It's Mr. London Plumber. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Let's get it.